Hey guys, now in today's video, we're taking a look at power solutions for all of your electronics. And this is a great solution that I've been using for the last couple of weeks. I just came back from a business trip, and this is what I had in my backpack. This is from Anker, and this is basically a 65-watt portable charger that's also a battery bank built in. I use it to charge my laptop. I use it to charge my phones, my tablets. I used it while I was on the plane in the plane outlet, and then I used it as a battery backup because it has a built-in battery too. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now this portable charger is from the Anker Prime lineup. It's small, it's powerful, and it's going to give you not only the ability to wall charge electronics, but also it serves as a battery backup solution because it has 9,600 milliamps worth of portable power. So let's take a closer look at all the specs so you can see why I'm so excited about this charger and why it was so convenient for me in my last business trip. Now, as you can see here, this charger, yeah, it has a lot of power, especially portable power. We're talking about 9,600 milliamp hours, 65 watts. It has a foldable plug model, which you're going to see in a second, and it has a smart display that's going to tell you everything that's going on. Now, the whole thing about this is that it does have two USB-C ports that are going to be used to distribute power, and it basically adjusts itself based on your power demand of your devices. And you can see here, it's literally something that you plug into the wall, and it's going to do two things. It's going to serve as a pass-through, so it's charging the battery as it's charging your devices, or if you have this in, let's say, not plugged in, it's a battery backup as well. Now, inside the box, you can find the actual, again, power solution here from Anker, this Anker Prime portable power solution. And then what you're going to find is a little bag, which I kind of like because this has a real nice display and I don't want to scratch it up. And then you have a very, very nice braided power cable that's going to really deliver, again, the maximum amount of power that this charger can deliver. Now, taking a look at the charger, a couple of things are going on. First of all, you have this actual foldable actual plug. And this works really well. And I've been using this just recently. I was on a plane and I used it on the plane and it plugged in well. And I was a little concerned about the weight and if it would stay plugged into the actual adapter, and it had no problem. I used this also in the hotel to plug into the actual wall outlet right by the bed. And the display was not something, while it lights up, it wasn't something that kept me up because it's not super bright. Now, let's go ahead and plug it in so you can see. Oh, and by the way, here are your two USB-C ports. And remember, this is going to be able to deliver 65 watts of power. So this was more than adequate to charge my Windows laptop as well as my MacBook Pro. And that was my 2024 MacBook Pro without a problem. And I was charging my MacBook Pro at the same time as I was charging my phone. So I was having two devices going at the same time. So a couple things we're going to do is we're going to have this display visible here. If you do push the button here on the side, you will get an indicator. You can see how nice that display is, letting you know how much power you have. But let's see what happens when I plug in my phone. So now there's a couple things I'm looking for, and I'm going to turn this off for a second. I'm looking to see if I'm getting fast wireless charging. Let me reduce the brightness. Yeah, that's good, so that you can see that. I'm going to go ahead and power it up. You can see over here the demand, super fast charging is taking place. And then you start seeing right here how much power is being drawn. So right now it's pulling out 25 watts, 31 watts, 33 watts. And you're going to see it's going to continue to do that. 34 watts. We'll see if it goes a little bit higher. 34 watts. And keep in mind, my battery is around 50%. So 34.7. So the way the technology works, it's not the power adapter that is determining how much power is drawn. It's the actual phone that determines how much power is drawn. So the phone is definitely pulling what it needs. And right now we're at 34.8 watts. And you can see how real time the battery is showing how much it's being extinguished or how much battery is being used. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is plug in a power hungry laptop. So this happens to be a Windows laptop. And right now, if we go back to the battery, you'll notice 97% battery. It's right now pulling 34 watts of power. And the battery is dropping relatively quickly because my phone is very hungry and it's pulling out a lot of watts. You notice it's half of the 65. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this. I'm going to plug this in and we're going to make sure this stays on camera so you can see what's happening. So here you can see the phone still charging, and you can see as soon as I plug it in, now the second port is charging. And you'll notice that it kind of dropped all of a sudden, but nothing changed over here, still charging. it basically did renegotiate, but it didn't bounce the phone off like it's not charging. It's not, right now redistributing its power. So the laptop is pulling 46 watts now, and the actual phone is getting, again, 14. Notice how it went down to 0, and it's still adjusting itself. 13 watts. Let's see if it goes higher. 17 watts. And it's going to continue until pretty much what you can expect is that total of 65 watts will be distributed between these two ports. So right now, I think we're right there. It has a good distribution. So it chose to give the laptop 47% and the phone 17%. But the phone is still charging, right? So we didn't see the phone like power down and power back up. It's basically still doing what it's doing, which I found pretty interesting because previously these type of chargers would basically recycle and you would see the phone drop and then it would continue. While it did go down to 0, the phone didn't recognize that it still wasn't getting a charge. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the laptop so we can see what happens. So here we can see what's going on there. I'm going to disconnect the laptop. And you'll notice that the phone is not going off from a charging perspective. It did do a form of readjustment. And you'll notice how it's now went back to 11, 18, 25, and I bet you it's going to go all the way up to the past 30 like it was before. So right now it's at 30, and we'll see where it plateaus. So the cool thing about this is, again, you see effortless charging, and you're going to be able to charge, again, laptops, tablets, headphones, earbuds, all on this device, and it's just doing it so well. And right now it's at 30. Because it looks like that's what the phone is looking for. And it's going to continue to super fast charge. So definitely a great solution. The only difference you're going to see here is if this was plugged into the wall, is you would see the same power distribution because it's still going to be a total of 65 watts. But what would happen is the battery, as you notice, since doing this video, the battery has gone down to, 92%. So you can see how much is being drawn so quickly. And you just wouldn't see that. It would just stay topped off, but it would still provide the 65 watts. So guys, that wraps up our review. This is definitely a really great charger that charges and also serves as a battery backup solution for all your electronics. Highly recommend it. Been using this now for a couple of weeks, and I've had a great experience with it. See you in the next video.